I was recently sent a session tracking malware.
A virus.
And it was a very sophisticated Trojan horse that was used in order to gain my trust and was attempting to steal my identity and possibly hijack my channel.
I'm the captain now.
In the grand scheme of things, hijacking my channel is one thing, but hijacking my bank account information and all of my credit card information and everything like that, that's worse.
Fatality.
Wouldn't have happened if you got NordVPN.
I want to go over how they approached me, what they did, also what you can do going forward to 100% guarantee it is not a scam, it is not malware, whatever that is being sent to you. So let's go over that. This is not what I usually do on my channel, but I'm doing it now because it happened to me and I don't want it to happen to other people. A couple of days ago, I was sent an email from Donna from marketing for Insta360. Now, Insta360 is a legitimate camera company. You can find their cameras at Best Buy. I immediately went and looked them up to make sure that they were, a legit company. The email that was sent to me was just text, which is relatively harmless. So I replied with just text saying, okay, yeah, I'm interested in what you're offering, because they wanted to offer me a sponsorship. And they got back to me with a very professional looking offer. The email itself was super slick. It even came from an email that appeared to be professional. It was partnerships@influencers-insta360.com, which the Insta360 domain is insta360.com. So I thought this looks pretty legitimate. I went and looked up some other YouTubers and creators who have done sponsorships with Insta360, and I'm like, okay, this looks like this is really them. Now the email was asking for my publishing schedule, asking if I was willing to do any additional content other than just like a 30-second promo in my video. And they said, this 30-second promo, we've included 2 samples of what you could put in your video. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then also they wanted to get suggestions for their integration format. So if I look at these 2 clips and I go, actually, they don't really fit in with the vibe of my usual videos, but I have a suggestion for maybe one that I can produce for you, which that was what I was willing to do. I was like, give me a camera, I will go out and film something. And if I like it, I'll be like, dude, this whole video was filmed with this camera. It's great, you should buy it. So attached to this email was a zip file. And now I have a beast of a computer. It's a total Frankenstein that my brother-in-law put together for me. And he set it up so that like no program can be downloaded onto my computer without my express permission. So I open up this zip file and it has a normal Windows file in it, and in there are 2 video files, and they were legitimate Insta360 promo clips. The kind that you see on any other channel that is doing a promo for Insta360. I was like, oh, okay, those are legitimate. Then it had a Word document, which was the contract. The name of the file was Add Primary Agreement Document. This document looked exactly like a Word document, and I'm a book editor, so I've seen lots of Word documents. And so I saw this and I was like, oh, it's a Word document, cool, and clicked on it. That's when a window pops up asking me if I want to give permission to this application to download. And I went, what? So of course I clicked no. And when I went and looked at the details of this Word document, I saw that it's actually an exe file or an application file. It is something to download onto my computer, but it was very cleverly disguised as a harmless Word document. On Windows 11, the file type does not appear under the file when you have it, especially in if you're viewing like large icons or medium-sized icons. All you see is the familiar looking icon with the name of the file underneath it. It doesn't say .doc or .exe, it's just the name of the file. It's very, very clever to work specifically on Windows 11. So after I've closed this whole don't download this program, whatever it is, I don't want it, my Windows 11 decided to start updating, and it's installing the update. I don't know if somehow something has slipped in and it has tricked my Windows into believing this is an update, and now it is downloading this update. So I quickly unplugged it from the internet and I saw the download was still going. I'm like, crap, I don't know what to do. So I'm quickly deleting all of my history and cache and everything. Then I'm deleting my browsers. I'm deleting absolutely everything on my computer that I can possibly delete. And then my computer says that the install is complete. So it has completed downloading, and now it has completed installing. And my computer now says that I need to restart it. I'm going, there's no way in hell I am restarting my computer. So I made sure absolutely everything was deleted off of it and unplugged it and took it to Best Buy, where now Geek Squad is going to look for any malware that managed to slip in, and then they're going to reformat it for me because Geek Squad was the only place that was open on a Sunday. But anyway, then what I did is I called up the real Insta360. I had to go to their website and find customer service, and they connected me with the customer service agent who immediately recognized the issue and said, we've been getting a lot of calls about this. We know exactly what's been going on. And yeah, it's fake. It's a scam. It is a session tracking malware that they are trying to give to everybody. What it is it will basically track everything that you're doing on any browser, and anything that you have saved to that browser, like logins or passwords, it gets sent back to these guys and they get to do whatever they want with it. And they're using it to hijack people's YouTube channels, which would, in my case, mean that they're going to delete all my videos. First, they'd lock me out of it, and that would be almost instantaneous. They would lock me out of it, and then they would delete all my videos. They would change my logo, change the descriptions and everything, and they would upload their own videos and promote who knows what, probably Bitcoin, something scammy. And it would look legitimate to anybody who wants to know more about whatever this product is, because they would get to my YouTube channel and it would say 10,000 subscribers, and they'd say, oh, this is a legitimate product. Look at how many subscribers they've got. But more importantly than that, they have my passwords and logins for everything else that I do on the internet on my computer. So that would mean all of my logins for, Amazon Prime and Hulu and Netflix, PayPal, and my bank. This is not good. This is a really bad malware that they are using. And so it wasn't just my YouTube channel that was at risk. It was literally everything, and not just myself. I share my logins with my family, and they share theirs with me. So we've all logged into each other's stuff, and it's all on my computer. So I have multiple people's banking and Amazon Prime and PayPal and everything all on my computer, and they could have gotten all of this. I still don't know if they have or not. It's really, really bad. So this Insta360 guy tells me to send him the emails. So I sent everything to him. And then he gave me the domains, the legitimate domains from real sponsorship offers from Insta360. So here they are on the screen. If you are sent an offer from Insta360, it will have exactly one of these two domains. However, as I said, the one that I got was pretty legitimate looking. So if you receive one, remember that they could have slipped a hidden space or a hidden who knows what character that you can't see very easily. Maybe an O looks like a 0 or whatever, and suddenly it directs you somewhere else. So there's only one foolproof way to confirm whether the offer you are being sent is legitimate. And do not open any file from anything, even if it looks like, oh, this is just a contract, this is just a Word document. Don't do it. The only way to confirm that it's legitimate is to go to the actual Insta360 website, contact their customer support, and talk to somebody. Send them the email, let them confirm that it's all real, and then you get the green light to go ahead. But this made me realize that this is really the only way to confirm with any offer if it's legitimate, is to go and find their real company, speak to real people who you found, not who they provide for you to go and confirm with, like a reference. And then you can maybe discuss further with them. And I know it's a big pain in the butt. And like I said, this company, they wanted my input on what I would do for them. So they kind of engaged me on that level. Like, oh, we want it to work with you. So what do you think we should do? So I was invested because it got my creative wheels turning, going, oh, they want to know what would be best for my channel. Okay, so I think we should do this. They'll do things to kind of engage you that way. Also to create a sense of urgency. Now, this one didn't have any real sense of urgency, like, oh, we really need your info now. But it did say they would love to feature a video, or they would love to feature a promo on my channel within the next week. And I was like, well, next week I don't think it'll work, but maybe in a couple of weeks from now, we'll see. It wasn't urgent, but it did get me in that way that made me go, oh, they really want to do this. They wanted this to be part of their their debut campaign, whatever, I don't know what you call it, but they had a new product that was coming out. They wanted to send me one, have me review it, and then talk about it on my channel on the week that it's coming out. And I'm like, okay, that does make sense, but don't fall for it. And if anybody offers you something, whether it's Insta360 or somebody else, just contact the real company, speak with a real person, confirm that the email you got is from them, like send it off to them. They'll be able to cross-reference with their marketing team and see if you are somebody they actually reached out to. Because they are getting super, super good at tricking people. Like I said, maybe it's, okay, Insta360.com. What if they send you an offer, but it's Insta360 and it just looks like a 0, so don't fall for it. You never know. Just better to contact the company that really is making the offer and confirm with them, with a person, that this is a real offer. I did everything that I assumed I was supposed to do when you're offered something like that to check the credibility of this offer. Not only did I go and I look at the Insta360 website, but I also looked for other YouTubers who have promoted this product and how were they offered this sponsorship. I also looked for, is this a scam? I couldn't find anything about it on using any search engine, and I used all of them. And there were no videos about anything like this. Not until after the incident occurred. And then one of my patrons actually found probably the only YouTuber who has actually made a video so far, at least by the time I'm making this video, about it. It is this gentleman right here. So go and give his video a thumbs up and a comment to help promote his video. Get this information out there. I got exactly the same deal that he got, and his video is way more informative than mine. And I'm no expert on this thing, but people have been sending me suggestions because I contacted my patrons, like, what do I do? And they were saying, oh, you want to check it with like a malware scanner or like a URL scanner or file checker, whatever, all kinds of stuff. The thing is these only know what to search for based off of the data that they have, that they are updated with, and they might not be up to date. So somebody might be sending you something that was just created, and whatever scanners you're using to check it don't have that information, so they don't know that it's malware, and they're like, it looks good to me. So just don't take the risk. Always confirm with the actual legitimate company, with a real person, that it is an offer. Make them confirm that somebody reached out to you deliberately, that, that it's not somebody who's just, you get the idea. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm gonna go back to reviewing The Last of Us and Wheel of Time and stuff. So that's it. Be good to yourself.